Welcome to Primo RV Center inside a brand new to us series here at Primo RV Center. This is the Unmapped by the same folks that bring you things like the RPod, Ibex, Surveyor. So some really great No Boundaries is another one as well. So I think this particular No Unmapped series really does blend some of the best of what RPod has to offer and also some of what Surveyor has to offer as well. We're going to take you through this really wonderful coach. I absolutely love the layout. Really versatile inside, but then you can do so much outside that it is going to work for a lot of folks, especially those that aren't looking to get too big, but want a trailer that can do a lot within a reasonable length and weight. So this is under 5,900 pounds. It's a 24RK model, and it is under 29 feet tipped to tail. So it can fit on a lot of campsites. It's certainly something that would be comfortable to stay long stays in. It has a lot of room in here with its versatility, but then again, you can live outside very, very well with its huge awning and the amenities that it has outside. So we're going to start inside here. As soon as we come in the door, immediately to my right, we're going to have some of the things you're necessarily going to want to be looking for right away. So we've got things like our awning switch here. We have a massive 20-foot awning here. Slide out room control, so one slide on this unit. Our awning light, and then porch and interior light, so you can quickly find those, especially if it's dark, and flick them on. Certainly if you have 30 amp service, air conditioning, ready to turn that on, as well as the furnace if it's cool. We do have a Bluetooth speaker system in here, so you can quickly connect to that. This unit, similar to our Surveyors, is well equipped with solar. So you have 400 watts currently of standard solar. It's going to allow you to be out there longer. Certainly if it's something in a case where you plan to be off the grid a bit with this one, certainly do tell us kind of what you're looking for in terms of length of time. We'll definitely help you select the best battery options. I will say as well, you do have inverter prep here, so it is ready for an inverter. So if that's something you want to be able to do, so be able to basically run small appliances that are, say, under that 2,000 watt category off some of your plugs, you'll certainly be able to do that if you do add the inverter. We can talk to you about that as well. But this will allow you to keep track of what kind of solar you're getting. So in a given campsite, depending on how shaded it is, what are you getting back during the daytime? Very conveniently located. You've got your converter panel here, which is also your fuse panel, and your breaker box. So you can quickly see if you're having an issue, kind of very easily get to things, not in the way of a slide out or behind a compartment, those kind of things. So very accessible. You'll see by the sticker there, it is lithium battery ready. So again, it's ready for the future now. We do have some immediate plugs as we come in as well, so this would certainly be an area where you could set up a little station for charging. You do have USB as well. You have a built-in carbon monoxide detector for safety right next to your fire extinguisher by the door for safety. So lots of safety built in here as well. Very unique with this particular unit, and it's something that I think is one of the better designs I've seen on the market right now. It's really trying to appeal to kind of everyone's needs and a lot of different interests. So what I've set up here for you, and we'll do a separate video just on the bar to table feature, but just to kind of give you the highlights here, I flipped up this section here because I do get folks that would love the ability to potentially take a full home computer or, you know, even with a laptop, set up a printer out of things and have a bit of a home office on the road. This section really sets up well to be able to do that. You've even got some storage below. But big time, you've got a footrest. So I've flipped up this last section here. I can immediately flip that down as well, so it's out of the way. If I move the chairs, caught it. So down out of the way it goes. So if you're not someone who is a huge fan of a dinette, the nice thing is this is going to be very versatile for a wide range of reasons. So you've got this great window that looks out onto your campsite. I've put down the screen here. But you also have a solar shade, so if you've got a lot of sun coming in from that side, typically the awning would shade that. So this could be just an area where you guys enjoy, breakfast together or a quick coffee before you're outside. But you've got a place here as well to put your feet. So if you want to use this as a desk, it's very, very versatile that way. The other way you would use it, this part will flip out as I had it before, and then we can slide that table out. It'll come out another 3.5 feet. So we end up with a 4-place dinette. So again, truly versatile here where you get a ton of storage. So you've got a lot of storage to store the items you may want to bring with you. But you also have a very functional area, whether it be for work, whether it be just to keep up with, news of the world and keeping track of what's going on at home, or if you are someone who absolutely loves to cook and to bake or even to entertain, and you're going to do some of that inside, this is a wonderful area to be able to use to lay out some food, prepare a few things, leave them out, or buy a few things and put them out when the time comes. Set up a breakfast bar here, coffee bar. So it's just very, very versatile. And no matter what your interests are, you can use it in many different ways. Most, traditional dinette systems, you just can't. It's a dinette or it's a bed. There's not much to it, not all that versatile. Here really is, and I think also too, if you are a pet owner, if you're someone who travels maybe with 2 or 3 dogs, especially if they lean to the bigger size, I think you'll really appreciate that can all be tucked away. And then look at how much floor space you have here. It's a huge amount of floor space. So if you're traveling with pets, I think this could be an ideal unit. Just because of the amount of room you have. You have a great amount of room here by the door too, which I like to be able to set up a little bit of a boot tray, sandal storage, that kind of thing, so that everything's going to have its place. With this design, it does allow them to put that TV right across from your theater seats. So very convenient, very comfortable. Again, if you've got pets, lots of room for them to lay around with you. Theater seats, while we're here, I'll mention these little tables will pop out. They can store under the bed, so if it's not something you're going to necessarily use, you don't have to worry about that. They've got a spot for them. In the center here, we can flip down a cup holder as well, so we have that option. You're going to have roller shades on all your windows here, so that, again, if you've got sun coming in from one side as the sun sets and you want to watch a movie or the news, you can quickly create privacy there as well. One thing you'll notice here too, when that slide out is in, it's going to come in basically to the far edge of that sink. So then everything you typically would want access to on the road, you will have access to. So the fridge, your kitchen, to be able to cook a meal or put things away on the road. Again, just to come inside and get off the road and relax. You'll be able to use all of those features on the road. You'll be able to use the bathroom as well. So very, very good kind of road mode, I guess is the term that a lot of people like to use. You notice the windows too, the airflow you have. And again, if you're pet owners and you're not always on a site that has the ability to run air conditioning, the amount of windows you have in here is a rarity as well. I think that's what makes kind of Unmapped stand out. It's really about inside and outside living and bringing that outside inside as well. As we head into the kitchen area, again, just a ton of storage. So it's going to set up really well for somebody who may crisscross the country over the summer for 2 or 3 months, or, potentially be south somewhere for 6 months, enjoying the sunshine. So it can set up equally well, I think, in both cases. Once you're finally at the campsite, you've got some really nice storage here where you can hang some mugs. Again, make it feel a little bit more like home. You've got some open storage up there up top. Because they have the convection air fryer microwave, they've really kind of listened to customers. A lot of customers are not using their ovens, so they've gone to bigger pots and pan storage, which I don't really have a problem with. I think most people will appreciate that storage. It's always something that RVers are looking for. You still have your 3-burner cooktop. You've got a little drop-in sink lid that doubles as a backsplash. And again, you've got air fryer, microwave, and convection all built into one. So something that, again, is very versatile and allows you to cook a lot of things. We've got our built-in vacuum. Speaking of pet owners, very convenient. You can sweep into it, but it does come with a full kit of hoses and accessories to be able to go from one end to the coach to the other. So as you leave, especially if you do have pets, you can quickly vacuum it out and get rid of anything that's left over from them. We've got heat, furnace centrally located here just below our kitchen. Tons of pots and pan storage there, again, from those 2 drawers, but right underneath our sink as well. Lots of storage there. And then all the dishes can kind of end up either at the back or, again, you've got some here as well. There's even storage, again, under here that goes back about 3 feet. So you have a massive amount of storage. Huge 10-foot, 12-volt fridge here. So Furrion has a off-grid mode as well. Massive pantry. So you've got, goes back again about 3 feet. So double pantry there. You'll definitely appreciate that. Beautiful high-rise faucet here with the vegetable sprayer. Again, if you've got sun coming in from a particular direction that you don't want it for heat, you can quickly drop those blinds and away we go. So again, very wide open, very comfortable to be able to have people into. So if you're a family that travels with other maybe family members and their own coach, I could definitely see your coach becoming the one that everybody wants to get into on a rainy day, or to cohabitate underneath the awning, which we'll show you here in a couple minutes. So we've got this great barn door here, so you can basically build an ensuite bathroom here, so really divide the unit and have lots of room to be able to get changed and ready in the morning here. Nice high-rise faucet here, so porcelain bowl. Huge shower stall, so lots of elbow room here, over 30 inches wide. And then you've got the mildew-resistant screen that'll just pull across. We've got a 4-speed fan here, so 4-speed out fan, so it's really going to help to get that humidity out. We have our central controls here for things like our tankless on-demand hot water tank, so endless supply of hot water. Similar to our Surveyors, nice, again, added feature. You do have ducted heat that goes around the tanks on all the Unmapped, but you also have the full set of tank heaters. So if you are someone that tends to push the season and you're in northern states or provinces, you're going to appreciate, again, just peace of mind if it's dipping below zero or, you know, getting into those ranges where it's just about the freezing level. You'll appreciate the fact that you have that peace of mind. You can flip those on. I've already got some hanging storage here for you. Beautiful dark accent wall here as well. Nice touch. And again, able to quickly turn on water pumps and things like the checking on how full our tanks are, checking on our battery levels there. So everything's centrally located just off that door side, so nice and easy to get to. You've got motion sensor lights here. Heat is ducted through those dark brown gates all throughout. So again, they've done a good job in all the doorways. They've got heat by the doors. You've got a tremendous amount of storage in this bathroom. Again, from both on the wall to, again, dedicated areas where you can keep naturally all the things you're going to want to bring with you. A couple of drawers for each one of you. Great household grade latches here again, things that are adjustable, again, that are going to endure over time. And as we head into the bedroom here, again, you've got the double doors, so you can always divide off the bathroom as well. And then you've got a private door to the bedroom. So this would allow you, you know, easy access on the road if you just want to pop in and grab something or, you know, use the bathroom. You can certainly use that door. Huge oversized off-door window here. I love this one, again, for the amount of light you're going to get through, but it's also about a 50-50. You're going to get airflow. It's also an emergency exit window, so if you ever have an issue, you can always get out that way. Similar to the Surveyor product lines, we've got 4 drawers here. We've got a custom king-size mattress. So that's the other big feature with the Unmapped, is they are looking at pretty well all the models that their aim is to have a custom king, so a little wider than a queen bed. So if you are looking for units that, you know, push the boundaries of a queen bed, the Unmapped series is certainly one you're going to want to look at. That's something we were excited about, as they have less of those in other models. So something that allows us to offer a bigger bed for customers, and just a ton of storage around that bed as well. So you've got, again, hanging storage drawers, USB and 120 volt on either side. And then you're going to have power up here in the front corners. So you have an area where you could have a CPAP machine. You're going to have shelves there, so you can have some books. Keep a glass of water tucked away, so if you need it at night, you don't have to get up. And again, good use of the baskets here at the top. So it allows you to really stack stuff up in there and keep more things up there. And it's got a nice rail there to keep it from going anywhere. And then you've got individual reading lights here you can turn on and off. Very, very bright. So light and bright with all the wall colors. So you're going to appreciate that. Again, you've got another vent here in the bedroom as well. So if you're off grid, between the vent, the big window on the left side, and then your door with a screen door, you can really move a lot of air in here, which is really nice. So again, not always having to rely on the air conditioning. Let's take you back through. Let's take you outside to show you some of these wonderful amenities. We'll start here at the front quickly for you. Heading down the stairs, I'll mention we do have the MORride adjustable steps here, so they will anchor to the ground. We've got our lend-a-hand here, so we can quickly and easily get in and out. Beautiful glass door here. So again, you do have a window integrated here. You've got your outside speakers, and again, they're Bluetooth, so you can choose which ones you're operating inside or out. We do have a black tank flush location here, so something that allows you to clean those sensors in the black tank. And again, another set of MORride. Oftentimes, you'll only have one. In this case, both sets of stairs are adjustable. So we head up front here. You've got a standard front power jack, 2 20-pound tanks, room for multiple batteries. This unit really lends itself to, again, some 6 volts or some LEDs, with the amount of solar being 400 watts. We do have a tire pressure monitor system here, and that's the relay for that. That comes with it. And then we have a battery cutoff switch for what goes into storage. You can make sure that you've cut all the power to the outside and the inside appliances, and that solar is now charging those batteries. Beautiful, huge front window here, built into the fiberglass cap, and then the great little Unmapped lighted logo here. Around the side, we've got easy access to things like our water fill for both the onboard tank as well as just the city water connection. Easy access for winterization to our tankless hot water tank. Again, I mentioned there is a pre-wire for a inverter here, so this would be kind of the location area where that would be wired to. So if you didn't want to have that one of those installed, whether by us or somebody else, you're going to just use some of that space here. You'll see that aluminum framing without, so you saw the light go on there. We've got a motion sensor light. We do have USB-C charging out here. A switch for our front light, and you'll see some of those accessories. I was mentioning the vacuum accessory pack is there. This will be for our outside shower, kind of wash station. We'll show you that in a second. You'll notice here, love the fact that they really thought through the awning layout here. So you couldn't put a bigger awning on here. I mean, there's absolutely no room to that door. So you're covering both doors and you're going to the very back within about a foot of the rear. So you have a massive 20-foot awning here that comes out a full 8 feet. So it's going to shade all the doors and it's going to shade all the amenities that you have to enjoy outside, which is really where you're going to be. So if we go past the main door here, one of the big features of most of the Unmapped series is going to be, again, you've got this flip down sort of outdoor kitchen extension area. So this can become an area where you do have the ability to set up a little coffee station. You've got enough storage here where you could leave a lot of those small items. If it's a small, coffee maker, can stay out here. You can set up some drinks. There's a ledge here, so you can set up some of the famous sauces and rubs and things like that if you're into barbecuing. You notice here we do have USB charging. We've got a bottle opener. We've got a plug-in power here, a light switch for the backlit lights that are here. So this is something where I could see it being very practical when you're just stopping and you want to be outside. So you flip out the awning, not even all the way, pop this down, and now you can, basically use this as a table and a spot to enjoy lunch. Inside, we would have seen those 2 stools. So we do have those that come with it. So we can use those outside or your own comfortable chairs. And then this really becomes an extension of your outside kitchen. So we have the onboard griddle with a cast iron top. You can kind of move the arrangement around here. So this is all flexible, new rail system here that Forest River is using throughout their series. So this can be moved around. You're going to have LP gas connection underneath here. So that will run your gas. You could certainly set a barbecue up here as well. So this can become a prep area too. And I think that's where it could save you, having to necessarily bring a table. I'm sure it'll be a breakfast bar for a lot of folks in the morning and coffee bar area. Again, that awning is going to come out another 4 feet past that extension. So it's going to be fully shaded. You're going to be out of the rain there. So it's just going to become a wonderful area to sit and relax, and where you want to be is outside. And they've really taken that into account here, trying to give you as many amenities to be able to enjoy the outside. I mentioned again that proximity of the awning end to the back. So it comes right to the very back. You've got your hot and cold water here. So you can set up a little wash station outside. You've got 2 more plugs here. A little induction cooktop could be something else that you're going to use here as well. Love the fact that in that kitchen, they wrap 2 windows to the back. So again, you're going to get airflow front to back as well as side to side. And especially if you're cooking inside, you'll appreciate that. Love the fact that similarly to our RPods and the Surveyors, we do have the standard hitch. So if you want to add e-bikes or bikes right off the hop, it is ready for it. We are prepped for the Lippert ladder system. So it's a removable ladder should you wish to add it. It's all prepped for it and ready to go. You've got a pre-wire for a backup camera should you wish to add one at any point. And then we've got our spare tire standard. This particular unit is going to be 30 amps. Typically in our area, we only need 1 air conditioning unit, so that's more than enough power. So we've got a 30 amp connection here, just dumbed down to 15 amp. Cable and satellite connection. Again, another motion sensor light for, coming back here, being able to hook up to sewer. We do have 4 oversized jacks here, so they're going to keep things nice and stable for you over time. But I truly look forward to hearing kind of all my customers' wonderful trips and enjoying the amenities that the Unmapped has, not only on the inside, but these outdoor amenities that just lend itself to being outdoors, enjoying the beautiful weather in the spring, summer, and fall, and truly being able to, again, live outside and do more without having it be a lot of work, which is really, I think, what they've mastered here. So we would invite you out to come and have a closer look at this brand new series from Forest River, the Unmapped, which is under the RPod category, and the 24RK model, something we're very, very excited about here. Certainly, I think it's going to be one that is going to leave us pretty quickly on a regular basis. So certainly if it's of interest, just reach out. We'll just confirm it's still here for you. And then we have some sisters that will give you some similar ideas we can show you as well, but we're truly excited. Wonderful build quality and just, again, some innovative ideas here that allow you to do just that little bit more.